Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a general intuitive monthly tarot reading focusing on the energy surrounding us during the month of March 2018. For this reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. Any clarifiers, if I need to use them, I will be using the Klimt Tarot. It's the pocket edition, right, of the Klimt Tarot. And the two oracle cards for this month, I will use the Soulful Woman oracle card and one additional one from the Power of Love deck by James von Praagh. Okay. As always, I'd just like to remind you that these readings are general in nature. The messages may or may not resonate with you. I would suggest that you check out, besides your sun sign video, also take a look at your moon sign and rising sign, because some months, one video might not resonate, but the others might, or, all three of them together will give you a more holistic view of what's going on during the month. And if you would like a truly personalized reading, the only way to get that is to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing as well as the types of videos, the video readings that I offer. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Just a couple of quick announcements. This month of March, I'll be putting out 2 full moon spread readings. These are in addition to the regular readings that I usually put out during the month, because this month of March we have 2 full moons coming up. So the first one is on March 1st, and the second one of the month, the blue moon, will be on March 31st. So be looking out for those, and also be looking out for the drawing giveaway video I will be posting. So if you're interested, it explains what you need to do to get entered into the drawing. I usually do 1 free drawing at the full moon each month. This month there'll be 2. Last month we didn't have any because there weren't any full moons, and we had 2 in January. So watch that if you're interested. You could enter to win one. It's a 1-question reading, but I usually do just similar to what the monthly reading looks like. I do a 10-card Celtic cross spread, pull clarifiers. So if you're interested, take advantage of the giveaway. All right, I will stop for now, and we'll see each of you for your reading. Have a wonderful month. Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your March 2018 general reading. I've already meditated off camera and have shuffled and laid out the spread, really just to try to save a little bit of time. So let me lower the camera here. You can see that your cards are already here, waiting to get into the reading. So we have the card that was at the bottom of the deck, so the overall energy for the month of March. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. At the center of your reading, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is crossed by the 2 of Swords. Foundation of your reading is the Lovers, number 6 of the Major Arcana. In the past position, you have the 10 of Wands. Crowning your reading, you have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. In the future position, we have the 3 of Cups. You in the reading appear as the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands, not Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands. In your environment surrounding you, you have the Ace of Swords. Your hopes and fears, the Page of Wands. And the outbound energy for the month of March, as we head into April, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And I'll get to, after we go through the main reading, I will talk a little bit about the 2 oracle cards as well. But oracle cards that came out from the Power of Love deck, you have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. And from the Soulful Woman deck, you have card number 2, which is called Self-Renewal. As I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. And again, we'll talk a little bit more about these at the end. But starting off here with the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this is the energy at the bottom of the deck. We have Pentacles has to do with, the material things in life. So we associate the Suit of Pentacles with the work that we do, the money that we're paid for the work that we do, the material things that we accrue using that money. It's our home. It has to do with family, also education, knowledge. And the 7, the 7 just indicates that, yes, you see, let me show you the woman again. So you see that she has quite a lot in her basket, right? So she has worked long and hard. She is feeling very, she's pleased with herself, with the progress that she has made so far. But she also realizes that, the 7 is not the 10 of Pentacles. If we think of the 10 of Pentacles as that, very stable, financial, the sort of happy home and family card. So she's working towards that. So she understands this, it could be she's reached a particular goal with regards to, finances, material things. But she also realizes that there's still work to be done here. Okay, move this over just a little bit so we can see her. There we go. So she's working, she's working towards, or she's trying to figure out what those next steps are. She's reevaluating. Maybe she's, kind of putting a plan together as to how to reach that, or to continue growing what she has already been able to accrue here for herself. So she knows that there's still work to be done, but she's really thinking about the future, and how she can reap what she really wants to reap in the future. So, reaching a milestone. So this could be in the month of March for some of you. This could be you reaching a particular milestone, either at work. Maybe this is in the form of a promotion, in the form of a raise, receiving getting that extra money in your paycheck each month, which you're feeling very happy about. And if this is a promotion, you're also feeling happy about that. But you're also keeping your eye on the goal. So what is it that you really want? And it could be, sort of finding out or focusing on those things that there might be some things that you're not noticing right now. These opportunities for you to earn additional money, to increase your income, but it might come through, or it might be in ways that you hadn't thought of before. Kind of hiding in plain sight, sort of things that you haven't been able to, or you haven't noticed before. So yeah, that's, I'll come back to that possibly, but that's the overall energy for the month. So starting off in the middle position here with this Ace of Cups. Aces they're divine blessings. This is, sort of the universe stepping in and offering you this beautiful new opportunity. The Suit of Cups has to do with our feelings, our emotions. It has to do with relationships. If this is in the career sector, this can just be a new offering that brings us great joy, that makes us very happy. Aces are always yeses. These are yes cards. So if there's something that you were not sure about, or something that you were waiting for an answer on, this card comes in to say, it's a yes to whatever that question was. The Ace of Cups in a relationship reading, it really speaks of new love. It speaks of sort of an outpouring of emotion. If you're already in a relationship, it's a renewal of that emotion, of that relationship, of the love. It can, this could be in the form of working on the relationship, if you've been going through a rough time, making things right with that person, and some type of renewal. This renewal could also possibly come in the form of, renewing vows, or if it, with the new offering of love, this could be your relationship with the person growing. This could be you, maybe receiving some type of offering from this person in the form of, sort of a proposal, something along those lines. But it's something new, and it's definitely, divinely guided and blessed here. But what's crossing it, in the obstacle position here, we have this Two of Swords. So there's something that, it seems as though there's something that you're not wanting to see, some type of truth that you're not wanting to see. Maybe you're not wanting to confront someone or face a situation or make a decision. You're sort of avoiding making a decision, in two minds about something. And with this crossing this Ace of Cups, it's kind of like, you see how she is blocking. She actually has the swords across her chest in a very defensive position, right? The Suit of Swords has to do with, it's our thoughts and our feelings, and it's, it's very mental, cerebral energy, and it's how we communicate. It's our intellect, it's, it's our imagination, it's where we come up with ideas. But the Two of Swords, usually we think of it as a stalemate card, sort of an impasse, because, again, the woman she's taking on this defensive position, but she's also either, unwilling or unable to make a decision about something. With this crossing the Ace of Cups, I mean, for some of you, this could have to do with you being in two minds about whatever this Ace of Cups might represent. If it is in the work sector, maybe you are, you're not sure kind of which way to go. Maybe you're weighing up two different job options here. And we do have, the Seven of Pentacles is the overall energy. For others, if this is a relationship, this could be you, you're looking very defensive. You're on the defensive here. So it might be you, being a little wary of whatever this new offering coming in with this Ace of Cups is. It could have to do with, maybe you've been hurt in the past. Maybe this is just you being, putting up your guard or putting up your defenses, but you don't, again, this isn't just your thoughts. So, if you can change this, right? You can choose to lower the swords here and remove the blindfold and really see things for what they are in order to make a decision, in order to move forward, if that's what it is. Because, it's not necessarily a negative card. It's just a card that shows that, for whatever reason, and this could be, again, with the two, it could be facing two different paths here, trying to make a decision about, which path to go down. If there's a situation within the relationship as well, there might be a difficult decision to make within the relationship. And this idea of decision comes up again, or choices comes up again with the card at the foundation, because, and this is also tied in with this theme of, new offerings of love, because we have the Lovers card. Now, the Lovers, yes, it can, and this is the foundation of your reading. So, this could be another person, this relationship with another person. Typically, we think of the Lovers as, that is that soulmate connection. So, the soulmate type of relationship, that very deep soul connection with another person. But also the Lovers card has to do with a choice, and it's a significant choice. It's usually, a head or heart decision. So which one and we have the choice right here. So for some of you, there might be a significant decision that you are, that either maybe you've been unwilling to make, or there's been some type of difficulty, with regards to making this decision. But and we see on this particular card, the lovers, they're actually being tied together by the doves. So it does really sort of represent this, this tying together, the bringing the two people together in some type of, sort of ceremony, which with this Ace of Cups. And then we do have here in the future position, I know I'm kind of jumping over, we also have the Three of Cups, which can be some type of celebration. So, for some of you, this being in two minds or trying to make up your mind about something, it could have to do with this other person. It could have to do with just a head or heart decision, trying to figure out which path to go down. Maybe your head is telling you go one direction, but your heart is saying, do something different, which is why you are in this sort of defensive position, because you're not sure which one is the actual right one for you. And we have in the past position this Ten of Wands, which shows, that there is something that you've been dealing with that, it's taken, or it's been a very long, sort of difficult situation, whatever this might be. With the Wands, I was just checking here, you have the Ten of Wands in the past position, and then we have two more Wands over here with the Page and the Knight. You have two Swords, two Pentacles, two Cups. So 2, 2, 2, and then the 3. Yeah, so again, this being in two minds, this needing to make a decision. But the Ten of Wands tells me that, there was a situation. This is in the past position. So, I would think that this you would have already, it could be sort of the month of February, possibly going back to January, but something that you've been dealing with that's been very difficult. I mean, you see the man, he's riding uphill on his horse. He's on his back, he has the 10 wands. It's very heavy. He's been carrying, wouldn't be as bad if he just had 1 or 2 wands on his back. He has 10. So, it's been a long, kind of arduous task for him to make it up this hill, and his horse is looking tired. He's looking very weary. But just, and the Suit of Wands usually speaks of the day-to-day, those day-to-day things in life, such as, our jobs, things around the house. It also has to do with creativity, creative projects. It also has to do with our own ambition, our own drive and determination for getting those things done. And the tens in the tarot speak of endings, right? Because after the tens comes the ace. And so the tens speak of an ending to the situation. And with this 10 of wands, it really is, the end of this feeling very burdened, overloaded. This could be in the work sector. This could be, you've been working very, very hard. You've been working long hours, feeling very exhausted. If this is, in a relationship, it could, maybe there has been some type of, difficult situation, or even, arguing with the other person, and it's just felt like this uphill battle the whole time, dealing with them, and it's just been, kind of a struggle. A lot of times I think of it as like the workaholic card. So, in the going back to the work, and if it's career related, it's just that person who is just working, really, kind of like, you're always the one picking up the extra shift. You're always the one, staying late to finish a project, that type of thing. But again, this is, after this, there's a lightening of the load, because this is the 10. So after this comes, some type of release, some type of, maybe this is you learning or being willing to delegate responsibilities. Maybe this is you saying, okay, I need to just scale things back a little bit and take some time out for myself. If it's in a relationship, again, this could be, we did have back here Speaking of renewal, maybe, all of the working too hard, this has taken a toll on the relationship here. But this, again, is in the past. And what you have sort of, from your crowning position, and as we go towards the end of the month, there's a lot of very nice energy. You have the Sun card, which is just a beautiful card to have. This is in your crowning position, the message from your higher self, which just shows that, everything it's just going to work out, right. It's a beautiful card. The sun comes out to shine its light on a situation, so it illuminates if there's something that you haven't been very clear on, which, and you do have this Two of Swords here. So the sun comes out to provide you with the clarity that you're looking for with this. And we also over here, I'm skipping over to the environment position, you also have this Ace of Swords, which is another, it's an ace. So two aces in the reading, but the Ace of Swords is also, clarity on something. So there's whatever this Two of Swords might be here in the middle, with you being in two minds, the sun comes out to shine a light on the situation. So you will get you will have that illumination, you will have that guidance that you are looking for. And the sun is just another beautiful yes card. It's a card of just good health. It's a card of everything being right in the world, you feeling well. Have all these beautiful sunflowers, and the woman's with the child there. And there was I was looking over here, we do have in the future position this Three of Cups, which usually it's some type of celebration. So, for some of you, there could be news of a celebration that has to do with, going back to the Lover's card, and then this Ace of Cups, and then we have the woman with the child. There might be, either an engagement or a wedding announcement. For some of you, you could be finding out about somebody being pregnant. There could be, a birth announcement, a pregnancy announcement. Because the Three of Cups is really, it's a card of celebration. It can be something as simple as, you getting together with friends, going out, having dinner together, going out for a coffee, or having people over, to your house. But it could also, it can also represent, a bigger celebration, such as, like I said, a pregnancy, a wedding celebration, a birth. But it's definitely a card of good fortune. It's you connecting with other people. It's you, sometimes it represents like an accomplishment, having achieved something. And we did have the Seven of Pentacles, which can represent the reaching of goal, milestone. So there could be some type of celebration with regards to, the Seven of Pentacles, whatever this might be. And especially with this Ace of Cups, there might be some news coming in within the workplace that, you're receiving, or you're celebrating, whatever that might be. But also, I'm getting clarity, and especially with the Two of Swords, which just looks, you see that everything looks just so dark with this card. But then we do have the light shining off the swords. There's clarity coming off of the swords. There's clarity between the clouds there, right? And then we have the sun coming in to clarify everything. And then as we move into the last portion of the reading here and of the month, we have you as the Knight of Wands. Well, the Knight of Wands is, so this is fire energy, right? And again, it has to do with, like we were looking over here with the Ten of Wands, it has to do with, either the work that we do, right? Creative projects, creative endeavors. And the Knight is a very fast-paced knight, right? Out of all of the knights, the Knight of Wands is very fast-paced because fire, is very, things catch on fire very quickly. It moves quickly. Fire is also, we usually associate it with passion and drive and ambition. So this is, it just shows me that you are feeling, very, just very enthusiastic, very full of energy. you're feeling quite powerful. You know, you're feeling very, whatever this, I think this Ace of Cups is, you know, it is bringing in joy for you. It's bringing some type of, you know, achievement, some type of offer of, you know, that's going to make you feel very excited. And you're really, you know, you're charging ahead here. This page or Knight of Wands, sorry, I didn't mean to say page. The Knight of Wands, we have a page of Wands up here. That's what I was looking at. The Knight of Wands is, you know, he is very passionate. He's very confident. The Knights in the Tarot, they come in to act on something, right? The Page is bringing messages, but the Knights are the ones who move on that, right? They act on those messages. So he's very, you know, he's fast paced. He's very, you know, he's a very exciting individual, you know, and you see that he's just ready to charge ahead and, you know, move on whatever this new thing is. And in your environment, you know, what's going on around you, how others are viewing you, we have this Ace of Swords, which, you know, like I was saying over here with the Sun, there's some type of clarity, of you receiving clarity. And if you were in two minds about something, and maybe you feeling as though you didn't have all of the answers, you know, with which to move forward or to make a decision, this Ace of Swords comes in to just provide you with the clarity that you need. And again, this is, you know, the second ace in the spread, and the Ace of Swords has to do with, you know, again, the intellect, has to do with using your intellect to resolve a situation. It's also a victory card. You know, you have the Sun here kind of shining its light over the entire spread, and then, you know, in your environment, there's some either new point of view, new beginnings, some type of victory coming in, some type of resolution, could be resolving, you know, a conflict situation. But this, you know, it's going on around you. So you are receiving this clarity. You are relying on your intellect. It is a victory card. You will, you know, things are picking up, and, you know, definitely I see you resolving, you know, whatever this Two of Swords was here crossing this Ace of Cups. You are getting the clarity that you need as you move through the month of March in order to make this decision, right? Your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. So similar to the Knight, right? It's similar style energy as the Knight of Wands, but the Page brings in news. So this could be you hoping for some type of news coming in, right, with regards to your career, the work that you do. Could be a creative endeavor. And the Page, you know, I don't feel that this is a person, because when we have the Court cards, they can be people that we're dealing with during the time period. They can also just be situations, or they can be, you know, us taking on that energy. But, you know, if as a person, this Page of Wands is, you know, is a very creative individual, even though the pages, we usually think of them as being, you know, immature, young energy. Usually the pages are, you know, late teens, early 20s. Sometimes they appear as your children. But more than anything, the pages are messengers. So, you know, this is somebody who usually brings in news of new ventures, new business, you know, ventures, new job offers. This is somebody who definitely, you know, thinks outside of the box, is a very creative individual as far as coming up with, you know, how to approach a situation, or how to move ahead, right? This person has great vision, really is able to harness that, you know, and because this person is sort of young and immature and naive, you know, a lot of times they view a situation such as this Two of Swords in a different way, you know, and so they're able to sort of use their creativity to kind of maybe circumvent or come up with, you know, a different way to resolve it that you wouldn't usually think of. So you're hoping for this. You're hoping for this news to come in, right? For this possibly this new vision, right? This creative vision, or this creativity, or, you know, or this new project or new job offer. This is what you're hoping for. And as you leave the month, you appear here as this Queen of Pentacles. So again, this is a court card. This could actually be a person, that might be playing a significant role as you leave the month of March, heading into April. If so, then typically this would be an older earth sign individual. It could be a mother. It could be, an older sort of aunt or mother figure. If so, then typically this would be an older, like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo individual. But this woman is very, she's very sure of herself, right? This is Pentacles energy, much like you have here with the Seven of Pentacles as the guiding energy for the month. She is somebody who's very, she's kind of like the Mother Earth figure. She's very grounded, very down to earth. She's very practical. She likes to take care of everybody. She's very supportive of everyone. Especially, she's very good with children and animals. But she's very, she's financially savvy, and she's also resourceful. So, even if she doesn't have that much, which she usually does, because, the Queen of Pentacles is usually quite financially stable. But even if she doesn't, she's very resourceful, and she's able to, to make the most of what she has. So, again, this could be a person you're dealing with, or this is just you, as you leave the month, possibly after gaining whatever this clarity is and making your decision and moving ahead and receiving some type of news, right, with this Page of Wands. And then we do have the new beginnings here with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. This is you leaving the month feeling very secure, very strong, very sure of yourself as you leave the month. And even though, yes, there might have been some type of reaching a milestone, or you're feeling very good, your eye is here. Look, you're here at the overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles, but you leave as the Queen. So there's a huge jump to, which is why I kept getting that, your eye is you're feeling happy, but your eye is still on the future. You're looking ahead here. Okay, well, let's take a look at, I like to read the full description for these oracle cards. So let me start off with the Patience card from the Power of Love deck. And this card says, when you demonstrate patience, you are able to take a step back from the distractions of this physical dimension and live fully in the current moment. You are truly a divine being, and when you reside in your natural state of centeredness and calm, your perceptions and awareness are illuminated. We have that, right? With the sun, we have the illumination. You become painfully aware of how much precious energy can be wasted and misused in the service of fear and anxious anticipation of the future. Instead, as a healer, you need to take the negative energy of impatience and transmute it into the joy of knowing that all things happen at the correct time. As you move through life, it may help to remember that difficult situations are merely opportunities for you to put the power of love into practice. It is challenging enough on the earth plane to understand the behind-the-scenes workings of this three-dimensional world, let alone trying to comprehend or control the sixth and seventh dimensional realities within the divine order. But being open to change and knowing it will occur in its own time is the highest example of patience. You learn to press the pause button on your reaction to life's upsets. Don't fast forward your life, because when you rush through it, you may miss the most significant moments. Life is not a race, it's a journey. In order to bring peace to the outside world, you must first realize patience in your inner world. Good things come to those who wait. Interesting. Okay, and from the Soulful Woman deck, Self-Renewal, we have, I love to declutter my life, to cleanse and purify my home. I benefit from cleaning out my closets and drawers and from letting go of things that no longer work for me. I find ways to create closure in relationships and end connections that no longer serve my highest good. Decluttering is a sacred practice for me, a time to reboot and renew, a time to release old mindsets and outmoded beliefs. I value these periodic cleanups and cleanouts. These are special times when I say goodbye to old identities and rebirth myself, making space for the new. I allow my intuition to guide me in what to keep and what to let go. In this way, it becomes an effortless and enjoyable process. And we did have, this 10 of Wands. It can be a sort of a releasing, right, or letting go of something. And then what you have coming in, we do have illumination with the Sun. We have clarity with the Swords, and this is you. That can be an actual sort of rebirth. Here we have this Ace of Cups. We have you making this decision, right? And we have you leaving the month feeling or evolving here, going from the Seven of Pentacles to this Queen of Pentacles. So, but everything in divine timing, right? Be patient, as the card says here. So I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of March. Bye for now.